Hello everyone. So today I'm going to make a very basic t-shirt design, but this one is going to be a different kind of t-shirt design because with this kind of designs you can make many different designs with a single design. Like you can see, this is a profession t-shirt design. I'm using like software developer here. At my job I have learned that pleasing everyone is impossible, but pleasing everyone off is a piece of cake. So this is kind of a sarcasm t-shirt design. So you can use this part for every design the same, and then this will be the profession part. So you can easily change the profession here to make a unique t-shirt design, and actually that will be very easy for you to do, like make a 10 different designs from a single style. So these are the fonts I am going to use in this design: at Leon, Serial Heavy, Milky Brush, Explorer, and then American Captain. You will find them on the font.com or anywhere in the Google. You can search, or you will find them in my font bundle that I gave in my group. So let's start the design process. I am not going to make a very elemental design for this one. I am just going to make a very simple kind of t-shirt design for this one. As you can see, this whiteboard is the size of my artboard, so I'm going to make everything inside that area. So as you can see, software developer, I am just making this little fancy to set in my, like, fit in my design area. So for this design I have to first of all select the focus point. Like, this software developer is of course the focus point, because that is the profession, that is the buyer who is going to buy your design or this as a t-shirt. And then this one is pleasing everyone is impossible. So is impossible is a focus area, because that is the message I am going to give here, that pleasing, you cannot please everyone. Then pleasing everyone is a piece of cake. So this piece of cake is the funniest part of this. So I am keeping this one with this profession the same font, because that will be the two similar focus point. Then this impossible is impossible, and then the pissing everyone off, these are the other focus points. So we will do that later. So let's, okay, I don't think this is a good, I wanted to use some stylish font, but I don't think this is good font for me. So let's use my Explorer, or maybe I have another font. Impact font is very good. I like this font, but let's make it capital like this. At my job, you can see this is going to be the focus part here. So let's use some ribbons for this design. This bundle I gave you in my group, so you can use them. Let's use this one, this group, Control C, paste it here. Now as you can see, this is how it is going to look like. So maybe a bit separate from my software developer. Okay, as we don't need to make any changes here, I am breaking the font. It will give me the, like, I will be able to work freely here. I don't need this part, so I'm erasing that. I only need this part. So at my job I'm going to break this font also, but make it a bit smaller so that it can fits inside my ribbon area. So cut, paste in front to confirm that that is staying on top. So once that is in center, you can see I have to select that both, and then press alt and click this minus font. It will erase the, like, make it transparent through the shape. But I can simply select, I can simply keep that one or remove that one. So let's first expand the appearance so that it becomes a shape here, not any effect anymore. So at my job, that is going to be, that is good for me. I learned that pleasing everyone is impossible. So as I told you, is impossible is going to be the another focus point for me. So let's make it maybe this one, as I wanted to use some kind of curvy font, but I am not going to use them right now. So for this is impossible, okay, everyone let's use the is there and then make it only impossible, because this is our focus point of our design. Selecting them, then centralizing them to adjust the position. We don't need to make it very big, we can still make this our focus point using some other elements. So maybe some lines like this. I don't know how it will look, so let's make it 10 point. 10 point is a bit bigger, so a bit smaller. And then if I select these three only, these two line and my impossible text, then I can align them center wise. Okay, I need to expand this font so that it becomes a shape, so that is good. Not this one, these three I am going to use. So I am aligning them center wise, then I am distributing the space between them, so that is good for us. Then maybe we can use another line for this area. And then if we select this one, press I for eyedropper, click here, it will sample that stroke size and white, so that is good for us. Maybe this one here. Okay, I think that is good. So let's select these three except, okay, pressing shift to deselect that one, shift click to deselect that one. Then I'm going to make them, okay, let's not use select that two also. Then let's make it dash line. So dash line is good. Then use the round cap also to make it look special like this. Then I need to align them center wise again. Okay, before that I need to make this one and this one align center wise, and then distribute the space between them, group them. So these three is a group now. Then select them, align them, then of course distribute the space between them, and then as they are in a stroke mode, I am going to expand it so that it becomes a fill only, then group it. So once that is it in group, okay, so let's use this one as a cursive font, maybe something like the font we wanted to use, but this one is a bit bigger, I think. Let's use our Anidor font. Okay, that is looking good. So maybe like this, so that it becomes one single shape, centerize them like this. Okay, as there is some Y and the L is going upward, let's do some effect here so that it looks better. Break this font first, then if I like overlap this that text with my these two group that I have learned and impossible, these two groups. So let's make them a group, then select our this text. Okay, first of all select all three of them, centerize, then distribute the space between them. It will place them in perfectly center position. Then make offset path for our pleasing text. I think that much is a bit bigger, so 4 point is good. Let's cut it, select this group, then open the transparency, paste in front. As you can see, this is looking better than before, so that is good. Now let's select them to make them a group so that it becomes one single shape. Then if I select this all four, align them center wise, then distribute the space between them, it will become a perfect position for them. So I'm not going to use too much elements in this design, but I'm going to make it a little fancy style, because this is going to be, this part is going to be used for some more other professions, so I'm going to spend some more time with that part. So as my I have learned that it is impossible, but this one is going to be the another breaking point for my design. So let's use this one a bit smaller in size, is a, but pleasing. Okay, pleasing everyone, we make that in Anidor font. So let's pleasing everyone, make it Anidor 2. Okay, that is not looking good, just like this. So maybe this one in this font. I need to break the fonts here because I don't need them to act as a font anymore. Just like this, then maybe like this. Okay, I don't think that is a good font, but let's use that, no problem. Okay, so this is going to be, there is a, I increase the space a bit, so let's make it 0 point. That is good. Now let's break it. So as you can see, now my design is in final position like this, like the placing is final right now. So let's use this one, same wide as the text here, because everything should be in a center position in a same area, just like this. But we can use our this group to make it same wide also, because we didn't do that, but we should do. Okay, so I'm going to select this text and bring them a bit downwards like this, then selecting this group to align the position just like this. Then if I make it a bit bigger, maybe because these are the small text, but this should be visible. That is the breaking point of my design, so that should be bigger and visible. So that is good for me, I think. Then I am selecting them all just like this. Then for this area, okay, I don't want it to overlap there, because that is already too much overlapping effect there. Let's use it separately just like this. So this is good for me. Now, for as I told or keep telling in my every video, that I like to keep everything tight, to like fill the areas that is empty looking here. So let's do something for that. Let's make this one. Okay, I think I need a ruler now, because that will help me a lot. Now this one and this one in this area, that is looking good. Not, I want it to be a perfect design, so that is good. Is off, just same as the ruler. Then this one also inside my ruler area, maybe a bit closer together. So that is good for me. Now I need to, maybe I can use some elements from here to fill the area. I don't know which one will look good. Okay, so first of all, let's use a arrow here. This one, maybe copy, paste it here. So one I am going to use a arrow, but in the other one I am going to use another element. So you can see this is how it is looking. If I make it look like this, I mean from this side to this side, it will become very big. So I'm going to make it just like this, smaller in this part. Then I'm going to make a copy, Ctrl C. So once that is copied, I am going to select this one, press Shift E. Shift E will bring us the eraser tool, and I can erase the part like this, just like this. Then again Ctrl F for pasting that in front, like in the same position. And if I bring this one in this side, I can press Shift E again to erase the part. As you can see, this is now looking good, and also filling the area from here. So let's use, select these three here, align them center wise, then distribute the space between them. Okay, I think it was looking good before, just like this. So make it a group. Then for this one I am going to use some other elements. Okay, I have my element pack opened here. I gave you this one in my group, guys, so don't worry, you have this one if you are following my videos. So that is good, I think. Okay, so let's use something like this maybe. Okay, not that. I want to fill that area with some, I don't want any floral elements only. So let's use this ribbon here. Okay, no ribbon, let's do it in the other way. So let's, first of all, I'm going to make a ellipse here. I'm going to make it a bit bigger in size, because I want it to cover the both side of my text here is a, just like this. As you can see, this is looking like the same on both side, just like this. Then I am going to use my pen tool just to, okay, first of all I need to click here and then draw a line from this area, and that is good. Then make a copy here, then press Ctrl D to make another copy. and then these three and this ellipse I'm going to select them and then align them center wise. So once that is good, I am going to deselect my ellipse, then this three is selected only, and if I click here, that will make it like the space, same space between them. So that is good. Now I need to select my ellipse again like this, then I am going to press shift M. It will bring the shape builder tool here. So let's erase this part, I don't need that part. Then this one also, this one also, this one also, just like this, because I just wanted to make it look like ellipse cutout area. Okay, sorry for that. Let's do it in other way. So I need it to make it like smaller in size, just like this. So just a bit, it looks like the same space between the, between same space in both sides. That is good for me. Now I think this is in the center point, so let's use this one. But before that, I need to make some points like this one in this area, then same point in this area, then one here and then one here. Just do some idea that where it should be. Use direct selection to erase these parts, and once that is erased, I'm going to select them like this, then this one also, then press shift M for shape builder so that I can erase this part, just like this. So this is just to make it feel like a, make it like a cover for our design, just to cover this space. So let's make them a group, and then I can simply bring them distance far from my text here, just like this. So, or maybe I can select these three because I made them a group, then align them center wise, distribute the space between them. Okay, not distribute the space, just make it a group. Okay guys, so that is good for me. Now this three is a group, this three is a group, this one is a group, this is a group. So let's select everything like this, align them center wise, and then click here to distribute the space between the letters. So I think that is a bit smaller, so let's bring on a bit down like this, then select everything like this again, click here again, it will increase the space between the letters, just like this. So this is going to be the final design for my this video, as this is a design for a software developer. I am not going to use too much colors for this design, or maybe just black version and white version will work for me. Okay, so let's remove this to guide, I don't need that anymore. So let's make them a group. Then if I make it bigger, as you can see, it is covering the whole area of my main artboard. So that is good, and that is the reason I keep making designs inside that circle. So there is some strokes, I need to expand everything, and once it is expanded, I have to check that if I can turn this into a complete single color design, then this will work good for me and for every kind of printing possible. So that is good. So I think this is not some advanced kind of t-shirt designs, but I hope this one will give you guys some idea how to make a easy t-shirt designs, and then convert it into many different niches. Like simply I can take this design here, then I can make it like, let's use only engineer here, not any other subtitle for the professions. Let's ungroup it, remove this part, then I'm going to make it like this. Okay guys, so as this is a really easy design, let's put some effect in our design or something to feel our design a little bit special, not just a simple design like this. Okay, so let's not do that, that will take only some time, nothing else. So I'm centralizing them again. As you can see how easily we can create two different t-shirt designs for two different professions, but from one single design. So that is the main point of my this video, how to make this kind of designs. And these are the real informative videos, guys. If you want to do good in print on demand, you have to learn these techniques, not how to make a very vectorized eye-catching designs. That is not the type that sells the most. So this is the type of design that sells, because this is the feelings of people, this is the masses they want to give, this is their profession, this is their passion, this is their love. So I think this one will give you some idea, guys. Thank you everyone, see you in the next video, have a great time.